my god, it's recording. Hey my guys, gals, and goobs. It's me, the guy that got a lot of subscribers from a video I didn't expect people to like. You know, the Steam Tammed one. That was an April Fool's video, by the way. So, maybe next year I'll do something with that little meme. You know, me, Nate. It's just Nate. So, wow. 80-something subscribers. I mean, that's what it probably will be by the time I'm done uploading this. It's 83 at the moment, but it'll change, maybe. I don't know, honestly. The Steam Tam's video was good, was well received. More than anything else on this channel. So, what do I do now? How do I make this special? Well, originally, the character I had for this, he was sort of scrapped. Well, not entirely. He was moved. Well, yeah. Originally, what I wanted to do was emulate a YouTuber for this because that character would have related to the YouTuber, but I moved that character, replaced him with another character. You'll see him later. So, that just leaves me with nothing. I mean, seriously. There isn't a YouTuber that's even remotely related to R.O.B the robot. I mean, is there a YouTuber that has him as a mortal enemy or something? Oh. I'm definitely gonna need to update this first. There we go. He's gonna make videos that kick ass. He'll do anything but touch grass. He'd rather make a song that has no lyrics cause he didn't write a script. Why didn't I script this part? That would have been really helpful. I hope you like it, madam or sir. It's the irate video game reviewer. Seriously, what the fuck were they thinking? How could you not have Mario Galaxy 2 on there with the actual shit? This is dog vomit. Dog vomit. In fact, that would be preferable. I'd rather have that poured down my anus. Well, that's the most amount of profanity you'll ever get out of me. Maybe. With that all the way, enjoy the actual video. Roll it!
Hello again. Before I properly start dictating this tale to you, I must first preface a detail concerning it. This is the end of our journey exploring this batch of evildoers. We will return to the foes that inhabit this world, but for now, we will be taking a break from villainy for a while. Do not fret, as the next set of stories will detail the lives of heroes you may have interest in, especially ones that are about to rise to prominence again. Stay tuned for when the time comes to discuss them. For now, we will begin our tale by touching very briefly on the commonalities our previous subject possesses. There is only one thing they all share, a trait many strive for: power. That is a connective tissue among all that I detailed prior. However, this individual is different. Our topic does not inherently have any strength like those mentioned before. However, for what it lacks in strength, it more than makes up for tenfold with its intellect. We've seen smart and villainous AI before, but never this high a caliber. This is the tale of R.O.B. Before we delve into what its acronym stands for, we must look back at the circumstances surrounding its creation and the party responsible for doing so. Let us look back at the past and see. Let us begin with a man named Dr. Robert Tarleton. He's an intelligent man, capable of producing incredible things. However, like many in this world, he is also a terrible man, working for the Forcible Arms Manufacturing Advanced Idea Mechanics, or FAMAME. He was a well-off man with a relatively high-ranking position in the company. However, even with all that said, he wanted more. He was a very ambitious man and wanted to show up all he was associated with. He felt that he was superior and anyone else was just not as perfect and needed guidance. You most likely know men like that, so you know he was a dangerous person even before his turn to supervillainy. The opportunity to ultimately prove himself came in through unexpected circumstances. No one is truly sure how, but it was discovered that they were creating advanced weaponry. The organization was not just inept at keeping secrets, but they were terrible at security as well. The person who broke in wasn't even a hero, which was quite fortunate for them. The man that broke in was Sapperji Hoganoff, aka Hogan the Hunting Dog. As the moniker suggests, he is proficient at hunting, capturing and killing nearly every apex creature that existed before turning to bigger games, if you know what I mean. The fur pelt that he wears bear the faces of ducks, which is quite strange until you discover the fact that his love for hunting started with duck hunting. He chortles at the failures of others, more specifically in pursuit for him. That fact in mind, he was practically laughing up a storm all the way to the vault. This humbling experience served as a wake-up call for the group, so the scientific minister of FAMAME, Professor Albin Hector, proposed to solve many of the cracks that were recently shown with a single invention. Thus, he created a project to advance human intellect by transferring one's mind into a robotic body. It was dubbed the Robotic Operating Brain, only for computing, or R.O.B. With this machine, he argued, none of their assets could be stolen again. This living supercomputer would be loyal to the organization and make sure intruders wouldn't have the means to survive the encounter they'll have in the building, thus preventing the cause of theft at the source. Tarleton immediately volunteered for the experiment. He didn't fully understand what was going on at the time. All he knew was that one minute he was hooked up to a machine, and the next he awoke in a robotic body. And then, suddenly, he did understand. While the body was now different, and the mind was now an artificial reconstruction, the traits that Dr. Tarleton had was still there, especially his massive ego. However, with this newfound power at his metaphorical fingertips, for he didn't even have arms, he took this better than everyone else attitude to an extreme by killing Professor Hector and assuming the title, the scientific minister of Femaine. After this betrayal against the highest positioned member of the group, R.O.B changed the C in his acronym to a K, which now stands for killing. While these changes were terrible, the main objectives of the project were successful. His consciousness had been transferred and his now mechanical mind is running at peak efficiency. He gained a vast capacity for knowledge, one that he now set on villainous plots. That was not the only feature that was functional, as he now had access to the ability to shoot lasers out of his eyes. While this body was beneficial, it was not without its downsides. His new vessel was bulky and impossible to move in. To rectify this, he constructed a mobile transport vehicle known as the gyro chair. This was a levitating device he could insert himself into. This seat had a pair of robotic arms that could be controlled remotely, with controls in the seat itself. Controls are mentally linked, meaning he doesn't have to lift a finger, which is good because that is a feature he doesn't have. You know, it's ironic, honestly, because the organization's acronym has the word arms in it, but they created something without arms. He built up the defenses of the organization, increasing it tenfold. He did not hire new employees that he couldn't easily replace. So he built an army of robots to help him in his plans. There are still certain cases in which humans are necessary, such as extensive research, infiltration, reconnaissance, and espionage. Their exploits will be explored in one story, but it will be a while before we touch on their most important undercover tale of intervention. Until then, we are left with a madman who is ready to strike with his vast army and resources. A new challenger appears to the heroes of the world, presenting a new obstacle. Such complicated machinations brought by R.O.B are presumed to be foolproof, but you know what they say, pride comes before the fall. This has been true to other villains, and it is true here, even if it is technically artificial pride. And that is where we will leave our tale. I hope you have enjoyed. Until next time, we will be covering heroes that you are all familiar with, to some extent, especially now. Like I said, given the fact that they have once again risen to prominence. Let's hope this outing is a lot more fruitful than the others. Until next time, goodbye.
Well, that was definitely something. An unexpected little mashup there. Though it is definitely better than the MCU's, I'll tell you what. Hey, I did the joke, I made fun of Quantumania, haha, now I'm numb to it, so it didn't really affect me. So, this joke was only made to relate to people. So, now, on to the design notes. All the colors are from R.O.B, different versions of him. Yeah. Surprisingly, that's all I have to say for this. So, yeah, that was a short video, wasn't it? I mean, I can't really extend the runtime more. I hope you enjoyed that video game nerd bit, because, you know, I'm not gonna curse anymore in this channel. I'm pretty cursed out at the moment. So, hope you enjoyed that video. It was short, it was sweet, I knew it complete. Until next time. The next time will be a new set of characters. I already hinted at who they might be during the video. Can you guess who they are? Maybe you can leave a comment down below. Maybe. Until next time, bye.